These days, every divorce becomes a Netflix series. Every celebrity breakup dominates Twitter. Every toxic relationship pulls millions of views. But almost no one asks the obvious question. If 40% of marriages in America end, what about the 60% that don't? Where are their stories? Why aren't we studying them? Simple. Misery trends, stability doesn't. Healthy relationships aren't flashy enough for algorithms. At least not until you're actually trying to build one. You've been fed two misleading narratives, that marriage is effortless bliss and that marriage is inevitably doomed. Both are nonsense. Functional, long-lasting marriages exist, millions of them. They're just not broadcasting their daily lives online or filing for divorce, so they're invisible to most people. Today, we're unpacking what really makes marriages thrive, and it's probably not what you'd expect. Reality, number 1. Healthy marriages aren't fueled by chaos. There's no non-stop drama, explosive arguments, or intense makeup moments. No emotional roller coaster designed for TV ratings. Instead, it's two people who genuinely enjoy one another's company and manage life as a team. Movies rely on conflict. Real life relies on steadiness. Research on long-term happy couples shows they describe their relationship with words like steady, comfortable, and peaceful. Not adrenaline pumping, but the kind of foundation that lets you breathe. Their excitement comes from shared memories, adventures, and growth, not emotional volatility. Reality, number 2. They still fight. But the way they fight is completely different. They don't dodge conflict. They handle it without destruction. Studies show happy couples argue just as often as unhappy couples, but they avoid character attacks, yelling, threats, and dragging up old issues. They stay focused on the current problem. They speak their viewpoint, actually listen, and aim for resolution. Yes, even when frustrated. And most importantly, they repair quickly. They don't stew in silence or let resentment accumulate. They cool off, return to the conversation, and solve it, usually the same day. Not because they're perfect, but because conflict is a skill they've practiced. Reality, number 3. They stay individual while building a shared life. They don't merge into a single identity. Each partner keeps their own friends, interests, and personal goals. That's not distance, it's a sign of health. When you maintain your own identity, you contribute more to the relationship instead of draining it. They aren't dependent on each other for every emotional, social, or existential need. They're interdependent, not fused. They support each other's evolution, whether it's career shifts, new hobbies, or personal growth, while choosing to evolve together. Reality, number 4. They're realistic about what marriage can and cannot provide. A spouse is not meant to be your therapist, your entire social world, your financial rescue plan, your entertainer, and your sole emotional support system. Successful couples understand one person cannot do everything. They keep friendships, pursue hobbies, seek professional help when needed. The marriage is central but not the entire universe. This relieves the impossible pressure of expecting your partner to meet every need. Reality, number 5. They prioritize the relationship deliberately. Love alone doesn't upkeep a marriage. Happy couples put in effort. Scheduled date nights, intimacy, meaningful conversations, shared goals. They plan sex when spontaneity fades. They carve out time together even when life gets hectic. They check in daily about emotions and stress. It may sound unromantic, but intentionality is far more romantic than hoping things magically stay fine. Research shows couples who maintain weekly dates and regular intimacy have far higher satisfaction than those who wait until they feel like it, because by then, the relationship often already needs repair. Reality, number 6. They see marriage as a partnership, not a competition. It's not about tallying who does more or who's more exhausted. It's about both people winning together. If one is struggling, both are affected. If one succeeds, both benefit. They make financial decisions as a team. They parent as co-leaders. They solve problems side by side instead of fighting for dominance. This mindset shifts everything. Reality. 7. They accept influence from each other. John Gottman's research shows that marriages thrive when both partners, especially husbands, allow their spouse's thoughts and preferences to shape decisions. This doesn't mean losing yourself. It means being open to your partner's perspective. When she suggests a better approach, you consider it. When he expresses a preference, you accommodate when reasonable. They're flexible, not rigid, and they adapt so solutions work for both. Reality number 8. They practice appreciation consistently. Happy couples don't just love each other, they actively notice and acknowledge each other. They express gratitude for ordinary gestures, not just big moments. Gottman's research shows healthy marriages operate at a 5.1 ratio of positive to negative interactions. That doesn't mean fake positivity. It means recognizing what's right far more often than what's wrong. Most people do the opposite. Reality number 9. They share values and life direction. Love alone isn't enough. Successful couples align on major decisions: kids, finances, career priorities, lifestyle, where to live, how to spend time. These aren't minor details, they define daily life. You can adore someone and still be fundamentally incompatible in long-term goals. Healthy couples align on the big things and revisit them as life changes. Reality. 10. They're committed to the outer partnership, not just the emotion. Long-term. Marriages last because both people stay committed even during the seasons when affection dips. Commitment doesn't mean tolerating abuse or staying in misery. It means working through normal rough patches instead of bailing when things get hard. They keep showing up because they chose something bigger than temporary feelings. Love is both emotion and action. When emotion is low, action holds the relationship steady until the feeling returns. All these realities point to one truth: successful marriages are built through consistent, intentional effort, not perfect compatibility or endless romantic highs. They're created by ordinary people who take the partnership seriously and put in the work. They're not dramatic enough for social media highlights, but they last while chaotic relationships burn out fast. If you want a strong marriage, stop chasing fairy tale perfection or assuming love should be effortless. Look for shared values, emotional maturity, and willingness to work, and then practice those habits every day. Tell me in the comments if you've witnessed a successful marriage and what made it last. We need more examples of what healthy love truly looks like.